Hello, welcome to Mystical Adventures. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ann Vivian, and my producer has dared me to use a Michael Jackson song quote in every show. Annie, are you okay? Yes, I am okay. I am Ann, close enough, Annie. And I am golden, Dave. So thanks for asking. So, because Dave knows I love Michael Jackson music. Thanks so much for joining me, friend. We have a magical, mystical show today. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to pull a few cards for the week, tuning into the energy for the week ahead. And then I'm going to share with you the spirit helper message of the week. It's a full moon this week. It's tomorrow. Full moon in Leo. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel some intense energy like a volcano. There is definitely some psychic energy swirling around on the planet right now. Venus and Mars are conjunct. They're smushing together during this full moon, I believe. And we've got masculine and feminine working together. So how does the full moon energy express in your life, my friend? It's a great time for releasing, letting go. If you work with the energy of the moon, it can be a great time for raising energy for any manner of things. Healing, manifestation, the answer to prayers. I'm going to pull a few cards, just tuning into the energy for the week ahead, the week of February 15th, 2022. Okay, yeah. So we've got Ace of Wands here, 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like, the energy right now is moving really quickly. A lot of people are sort of feeling like they need a race to the end. I need to finish this now. I need to get this done yesterday. There's also a feeling of, in the general collective energy of wanting to connect socially with groups. We are, after all, in the sun sign of Aquarius. And I feel like this week there's a lot of group energy. There's a lot of emphasis on where do I fit in the group. That could be your family. That could be your coworker family. It could be your spiritual group or friend group or any number of groups, but political, what have you. Where do I fit in this group? And I feel like this week there is an opportunity to return to balance. We've got the 6 of Cups, and I'm pulling some other angels and ancestors cards. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, and Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. It's from the Angels and Ancestors deck. So I feel this week, and this came out in the Spirit Helper message of the week, it's a good time to pay attention to where opportunities and support and help may lie. And this is a great time to reach out and help others as a way to help yourself. It's a great time to be a mentor as well as to receive some mentoring from someone else. It's the 6 of Cups is, it's 6s are about balance, giving and receiving. And that came out in the Spirit Helper message this week, which I'll read in a little bit. But I feel like the energy in the collective is favoring balancing that flow of wanting to go fast, wanting to slow down, being able to get perspective from other people that will inform and expand our own perspectives and consciousness. And, making sure you ground yourself and you protect yourself right now. The full moon energy can be very intense. I think it's just a lot of intense energy with the energy swirling around on the planet, not just the full moon. So make sure you do whatever, you engage in whatever practice you feel comfortable in, grounding yourself and calling on that divine protection, your spirit team, your angelic team. 2 of Pentacles, it's another balance card. So we're balancing a lot of different forces here, masculine and feminine, exterior, interior, extrovert, introvert, yin yang, fast, slow. So think about this week where I can balance my energy. Am I going a million miles an hour in my mind, or am I trying to get too many things done too fast, or am I stagnant? Am I procrastinating? Would it help if I just switched things up and got the energy moving? Maybe do something, switch it up, go someplace you haven't gone, speak to someone you haven't spoken to in a while, try something new if you feel the energy is stagnant. Balancing that masculine and feminine this week. I'll pull a couple angel cards. We've got Awakening and Shamuel Adoration. So I feel like the angels are saying, make sure and rely on your own channel for higher consciousness, and do this before you try and connect with other people and reach out to other people. If you are off center and you try and help someone, it's way less likely to go well, or go how you'd like it, or the other person would appreciate it, compared to if you center yourself, connect with your source, and then approach someone else to try and be healing and uplifting and helpful. So do your inner work first. This is going to help in your relationships personally, in your work, and you taking care of yourself and your vibration, you doing your self-care and connecting with your awakening, your inner source for that beautiful, expanded awareness and divine guidance. That is going to help you love yourself. It's going to help you love your neighbor. It's going to help you balance the energy. So if you're feeling off, instead of arguing with the other person or projecting your feelings on the other person, or blaming them, or trying to confront them in an angry way, take a beat, take a minute, and take care of your own vibration. Tune in, do some self-forgiveness, do some forgiveness, do some breath work, some meditation. And then when you reapproach this person, or maybe even group of people situation, you're going to have this vibration of, and this energy of peace, or at least more peace, more centeredness, more love radiating through you. And, miracles happen when we call on our higher power. The Divine Mother, Father are always there. They've never gone anywhere. So call upon that Christ light, call upon the Divine Mother, call upon your higher self, and notice after you have gotten yourself into an uplifted state of love and creativity and abundance and inspiration and compassion, miracles and magic unfold. So that was the energy for this week. I hope you have a lovely week, my friend. Let's now turn to the Spirit Helper message of the week. Every week I open myself to a spiritual being, star being, ascended master, angel, plant spirit, animal spirit, of heart-centered expanded consciousness. And I relay the message that I receive and channel from that entity to you for the week ahead. This week it is a plant spirit. You guess what plant spirit it is as I take my sip of water. This is actually kind of a watery, moist, loving plant. It's moss, the moss plant spirit. And when I tune into, there's a lot of different kinds of moss and lichen, and people who work with plant spirits feel like they kind of have a similar energy. They grow on something else. Moss is a plant that typically grows on something else in moist places. And when I tune into the moss energy, I get a very sensual, grounding, earthy, but also empathic, emotional, and sensitive energy. And I feel like probably the type of moss, because there's a lot of different types of moss, has a lot to do with the particular energy of that moss. But I'm just tuning into the general oversoul of moss in general. And I also felt a strong fertility vibe. It's able to shift and change with the seasons of life, adaptable. Traditionally, moss is associated in folklore and folk magic with luck, prosperity, and also grounding. And so it's going to help us with our full moon energy and opportunities to use the energy this month. And so here is the message for this week of February 15, 2022, or whenever you happen to hear this message, watch this video, or hear this podcast is the right time for you to hear this message. Here is the plant spirit message for this week. We gather together on leaves and branches of trees, on stones, on earth, and in crevices and secret places. We are able to move and grow where there is an opportunity. We flourish with the power of our consciousness and the bounty of the earth. We move in circles, we move in time with the seasons. There is a time to grow and a place to flourish. And we are sensitive to the timing and placement that will allow us to grow and flourish the most. Not all places and times are correct or fertile for growth, and it is important to understand the timing and awareness of opportunities as they present themselves. We come to you today to offer a message about making peace with yourself, having peace in your heart, and aligning with your solar plexus in order to create your reality. Align with the consciousness of your own energy and the energy of the earth, and allow yourself to be made aware of her bountiful opportunities in the correct season for taking these opportunities. It may be you are in a season in which planning is more helpful than action. We understand that moving with the cycles of growth and death and the forest is helpful to our success. Understand that in the world there are cycles of decrease and increase, just as in Mother Nature. And as you understand what cycle is moving about you, you can begin to understand what opportunities are most relevant to you at this time. Do not place yourself in a situation that has energy moving counter to your intentions and goals. Allow yourself to write down what it is you really want and notice the people, situations, events, and all details that come to your mind in your life and circle that resonate with this desire. You can begin to understand how to align yourself with these people, places, situations, and things as you think about where opportunities and like-minded energy exists already in the forest of your life. Use this opportunity, which contains a similar or fertile vibration to your soul's desire, and make friends with this fertile opportunity. Connect with that which is benevolent and receptive and in harmony to your goals. See where you can expand upon in a heart-centered and light-filled way. Perhaps a friend has some guidance or inspiration to offer you regarding your goal. And you can help your friend likewise in some way. There is an exchange of energy that happens as we seek fertile opportunities to grow within a beautiful intake and output of love and kindness. Be sensitive and giving. Be sensitive to giving and receiving as you make steps towards taking advantage of opportunities. The world is your oyster if you can find where to grow. Thank you for that beautiful message from Moss Plant Spirit. I love how, moss is a plant that grows on other things, and it's sensitive to what it grows on, and it's sensitive to where the best places to grow are, whether that be on a rock or a tree or a crevice. And it has to have the right conditions, like any plant. It has to have a certain amount of moisture, so the right temperature and sunlight or lack thereof. And it's helping to guide us. I love how moss is helping to guide us to be sensitive to where the opportunities are already in our life, where they might be. Sometimes we don't see an opportunity that's right under our nose. Sometimes we miss what's already there. And sometimes we don't recognize, or we're not grateful or appreciative of the resources and opportunities we're already blessed with, whether we're using them or not. And sometimes we're not aware that an opportunity might present itself, but just in different timing than our little narrow-minded egoic mind is thinking. So I want to ask you, where are there opportunities in your life, maybe that you're aware of, but you're not appreciating, or you're aware of, but you're not using, or you're not aware of, you're just not aware of. So let's use the full moon, if you like, to write down your goals and intentions. Full moon intention writing and magic is much more intense and often creates momentum towards manifesting your goals much quicker than new moon intention writing. So you can use it to do some manifestation work, do some gaining of momentum towards your goals and creating them as manifestations here on the earth. You can also use it as a great reflection time or letting go. It's a great time to release, let go. It's a great time to do healing work. So here's an example of a full moon ritual you can do. It's inspired by what Moss Plant Spirit shared with us today. Write down your goals and intentions. Where in your life are there already people, situations, places, ideas, or things that are on this wavelength? Where are there already people, places, things, ideas, energy that's in harmony with what you want? It could be that someone you know is creating that or is experiencing what you want in their life. It could be you're already making progress towards this goal. It could be you have opportunities that exist in your community. It might mean calling a friend or colleague or mentor who could help you make progress, understand what next steps to take towards your goal. It could be, you finally let your friend set you up on that date. You finally see that health practitioner that you've been meaning to see, who's in your neighborhood or available online. It could be you finally join that support group that you've been meaning to join, that's available in your community and would help you do so much healing. It could be you review your creative ideas in your journal that you've written down some days, weeks, or months ago. That's an opportunity waiting for you to expand on the fertility of that creative record. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe you would like to make a list of things that are going well in your life already, and to focus this full moon, or whenever you hear this, whenever you like. Gratitude is always the right choice. On gratitude, focus on appreciation that generates this beautiful vibration that is really contagious. If you're grateful and appreciative, it shows in your actions, it shows in your voice intonation, it unfolds itself in your day and all you come into contact with. And that is momentum towards so many positive things in our life. So I encourage you to think about what you want to create. Try and recognize where you're already making progress, where maybe there's opportunities you haven't thought of right under your nose. Take that action, take that step, create your reality with your intention and those inspired actions, and watch the magic unfold. That is my spirit helper message and message to you. I believe we have a lovely caller on the phone right now, Renee from Margate, New Jersey. Hi, Renee. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Welcome to my show. This is Anne speaking. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I am riding that full moon wave and loving it. Well, mostly loving it. I am in the process of loving it more and more as I ride this wave. Renee, so we're talking about aligning with our intentions and using the resources around us to create our dreams as realities. Where do you feel like you are with that?
Not really.
Not so much?
No.
Well, what is it that you want to create in your life right now?
Peace.
Keith. Okay. Okay. Well, I might suggest that you take a look at where in your life you have or currently feel the most peace, what situations, people, places give you the most peace.
I guess when everyone is happy.
You're very connected to the people around you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that has a huge effect on our psyche are the people around us and the people we're connected to, don't they?
Yes.
So Renee, I don't know if what you wanted to call in about is related to that or not. Do you have a specific question that you'd like me to tune into?
Yes, please. Will I ever be strong enough?
Just in general, just will I ever be strong enough? Wow, what a question. I imagine a lot of people listening are asking or have asked themselves that question or something similar. What I'm going to do, Renee, is tune into your energy. It'll just be a moment of silence, and then I'll tell you what I'm picking up on, and I'll pull a few cards, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you could just set your intention to open your energy so that I could read you, that would be helpful. So Renee, when I tune into your energy, you have this beautiful energy, and I heard right away, she is strong enough. That's what I heard Spirit say, is she's already strong enough. And I do feel like you are very sensitive to the people around you. And I feel like you second guess yourself quite a bit, my friend. And that has a lot to do with, I believe, your feeling of lack of peace. And so I feel Spirit is wanting to recognize you already have the strength within you. You don't need to go out and get it. But it's really about not questioning yourself so much and really recognizing the strength that comes from within, and as well as the beautiful resources and love and strength from the people around you, but really doing some work about self-reliance, self-love. I feel like Renee, when I'm pulling a few cards, you've just sort of passed through a gateway, and I feel like you've completed a cycle where you actually have done quite a bit of inner work, and you've gotten some things, or some kind of progress has been made. It might be inner work, it might be something in your life, but it feels like you've gotten something in order and make quite a bit of progress with something, and I'm not sure exactly what it is.
I can't think.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like Spirit wants to recognize you've made a lot of progress in your healing journey, and being able to turn more towards yourself and take care of yourself. And I feel like, you also feel stuck. We've got the Hangman and the Seven of Cups here. And I feel like you're beginning to set some boundaries, Renee, and not take on other people's stuff as much. Does that make sense?
I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the universe is wanting to recognize you're trying and you are making progress. You're able to say no more, and you don't have to, you're not necessarily unconsciously over accepting or letting people not use you, but you're helping to advocate for yourself, if that makes sense. I feel like your energy is a little bit, I'm sorry, what?
I love that.
Yeah. I feel like your energy is a little bit diffuse and dispersed, and you could benefit from some clarity right now. I feel like, you're in sort of this limbo right now where you're not wanting to take on too many new things. You're not wanting to take on too many new projects. You're kind of asking for a little bit of space from people, or not engaging with people as much in order to clarify some things for yourself right now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like Spirit, is wanting to assure you this is where you need to be right now. You don't need to do 10,000 things at once or take on other people's stuff. I pulled Angel card of Charmian Harmony, and I feel like Spirit is wanting you to focus on your angels and guides. Spirit is wanting you to focus on balance and finding that harmony, and which we talked about today. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you, Renee, to not take on too much right now, to kind of clear your plate a little bit, get some space in your life, in your schedule, in your mind, and just even taking a few minutes in the day to do some writing, do some planning, sort of just give your mind the respect and honor of allowing yourself to express yourself, allowing yourself to reflect on what you want and how to organize yourself. You've got a 2 of Wands in your final result card, and this tells me, Renee, that you do have the magic. You do have the ability to take control of your life. You are strong. This is a card of strengths, and you are going to be able to make some real progress here once you clarify what it is that you want, once you make some space in your life for yourself and organizing yourself. And I feel like May is going to be a really strong month for you to make some progress here. So we are coming to the end of the show, but does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so grateful you called in, and thank you so much for calling in. I hope you have a beautiful week, Renee. And remember, you are strong, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Blessings. Goodbye. And I want to thank you for tuning in, my beautiful soul traveler. Remember, you are strong enough. We're all strong enough when we connect with our inner source. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed week. Don't forget to check out my website, Facebook page, creativepsychestudio.com, Creative Psyche Studio, for upcoming groups and services and such. I will look forward to connecting with you next show. Have a beautiful full moon and week ahead. Namaste.